So today we're going to be taking a look at how we can take a safe backup and copy of our site and store it offline. So once logged into your site, make sure to go to the backend dashboard. For this we're going to be using Updraft Plus because it's easy and reliable for backups and downloads. If you don't have this, simply come over to your plugin section first and then go to add new plugin. In the search bar, search up for Updraft Plus. It's going to look like this, and the full title is Updraft Plus WP Backup and Migration Plugin. As you can see, we already have it installed and activated. Once installed, you're going to see it on your left hand side over here. So first of all, let's talk about the safety of backups. The best way to keep safe backups is to have a backup on your site, a backup off of your site, and a backup in a remote storage area. As we already have a video to show how to send your backup to a remote storage, which I'll have linked to this video, we're not going to go through that today. However, today we will be showing step by step how to take a backup and then download your backup files to hold them on your computer, USB stick or anywhere else safely. So first of all, to take the backup, it's fairly easy. We're just going to go ahead and click Backup Now. We want to include the database and include the files in our database. Then go ahead and Backup Now by clicking the Backup Now button. Now this shouldn't take very long because my site is quite small and it doesn't have a lot. However, if you do have a larger site, it will take a little bit longer. Just bear with the process and wait until it's completed. Once the backup's done, you're going to get a message to say that your backup is completed, and we can see that we have it right here. It's on the top of the list. Your backup is going to be comprised of your database, your plugins, your themes, your uploads, and anything else that you have on here. So just having your backup is now complete. You can restore it at any point or delete the backup by clicking these buttons. However, we also want to download the files and actually store them in case we need to upload them again. Now to do this, we're going to do it one by one by clicking on the individual sections here. So let's start first with database. The download will then begin, and it will then give you a file that you can download to your computer. Now there's a couple of ways of doing this. You can either download each one by clicking on it and then downloading, or you can open up each one by one to have them all in the list and then download them. Essentially the trick is to not miss one out, because you're going to need all of them to have a safe backup and a complete backup. So I'm going to download them one by one on the list. I'm going to click download here, and we're going to see on the top right in a minute that the little download option is now downloading. And we're going to see on the top right that it's going to start downloading. There's our zipped file of the database. Next up, come down to plugins. The same thing is basically going to occur. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on download to your computer, and it will then download the zipped file. It's best to wait for the actual download to happen for each one before beginning the next one. As you can see, that's complete, so now I'm going to move over to themes. It will first look for the entity, allow me to download. I'm then going to click download to your computer. Uploads sometimes might have a couple of files to download. In this case, it will probably have one because it's quite a small site. However, if you've got lots of uploads on your computer, it will then separate them into separate files. So you might end up with upload 1, upload 2 and upload 3, depending on how many files you have. But make sure to download all of them. I'm just going to download the one that I have currently. Last but not least, we're going to come down and download others. So click this, make sure that it looks for the entity first. Once it finds the entity, we can then download it to our computer. Now that's everything downloaded, and that you're going to find in your downloads folder. As you can see, I have them all lined up on the downloads now. Now at this point, you can keep them on your computer, or you can be extra safe by putting them on a USB or something to hold them off of the computer just in case anything would happen to your computer. You can simply highlight them all and then put them in the folder called backup and then add the date on it. At least then you'll know when the backup is from easily without having to check each individual folder. So I'm going to quickly refresh the page just to get rid of these from the page. And if you're wondering how easy it is to actually upload them files again, if you do need to, you're simply going to come to upload backup files. And then all you need to do is just drag the folders and files that you have downloaded and drop them in there. They're all going to load up to the system and allow you to restore that backed up file. Just make sure that you wait one by one until they're completed first. It will then show up on the list here, and you can simply click on restore. Mine's showing the same one because I've simply just backed it up and then uploaded the same files again. And that's exactly how easy it is to take a safe backup, put it onto your computer, and also restore it to your site again.